Yes, people, we are back. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is your regular host after load management last week. I am back on Ballers at the Bridge. I never remember the episode number. I always say I'm going to look that up, and I never actually do. So, anyways, international break week. Unlike last break, we decided not to forsake you, and we're going to do some extra content. So, I'm here, usual panel. We've got DM's man in the top right. We've got Mohammed, who's apparently too old to navigate a camera. We've got Zeke.
I hate
Well,
you.
I'll start with you, Zeke. How you doing, bro?
Uh, how you guys doing? I'm all right. A bit tired, but I'm all right. How you guys doing?
Bro, you're not tired. You didn't do shit all day. All good, bro. I understand.
Tired, bro.
Mohammed, how are you, bro?
I'm good until I had to hear your voice again, man. Can we not get Andrew back in here, man? For fuck's sake.
Bro, if you want to see Andrew, hop back on the fucking Sarcasm City Twitch for the NBA watch-alongs, all right? But I'm also there, so too bad.
Nah, I'm good, brother, man. It's good to have you back, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate international break, man. So you can imagine I'm here, sat at home, flipping, doing my CV up for a role that I need to apply for. So, but my day has been pretty much trying to be productive, even though I hate writing.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you. Big up to everybody trickling in. Oh, Cams, I miss you too, my bro. Cams, this is the actually. You know what? Here we go. Right side, Cams, right side, right side. Always. Big up to you, Abdallah, member on the channel. Big up my guys, Peter.
Big up, Abdallah.
Zeke.
Yeah, big
Big up to you, Steven. Everybody trickling in. The four of you watching, leave a like, all that good stuff. So yes, guys, there is no match tomorrow. I do not have to wake up godly early. Nothing's really happening, but we wanted to do a sort of mid-season report style episode. Full disclosure, the idea was not mine. I was like, all right, fuck it, cool. It was originally for tours, I think. But yeah, so we're here. So where do you guys want to start? Where should we start? I feel like there's a lot to
should start
unpack.
with the goalies first, isn't it? Just make it in order.
Oh, we're gonna go like back to front.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I guess we can talk about our keepers. And I don't want to hear you say a word about Bettinelli, even though you tried to start him in a Carabao Cup match a few weeks ago. All right.
That was a shout.
This guy said he wants to start Bettinelli against Southampton because he said it would be fun. I'm like, what?
What? Me?
He said what?
He said he'd start Bettinelli against Southampton in the cup.
Oh yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, he definitely wanted us to lose, bro. He was the enemy of Chelsea that day.
Yeah, as if this man doesn't see us go to shootouts every round in that competition. It's like, fuck it. I'm like, what?
Man said, I'm tired of trophies without saying it.
I know, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, so DMs, man, how do you feel about our goalkeepers?
Our goalkeepers, if you want to do Mendy and Kepa ratings, I would give them both, I would say 7.5. Partly because I feel like Mendy in the Premier League.
That's outrageously low.
How much do you want to give him, like, high?
Bro, our keepers are 10s. I don't give a fuck.
I'm a bit of cheapskate, you know. I'm a bit cheapskate.
Our keepers are 10s. I don't care.
All right, if you want to be up higher than that, probably 9. At least 9.
Bro, at least Mendy's a 10.
9 Kepa, Mendy's a 10. How about that?
Yeah, sure. Mendy's a 10. He's conceded 2 PKs, a deflected shot, and then Burnley scored a sweaty goal on us. Like, what are we supposed to do about any of that?
Okay.
All right, Mohammed, how do you feel about our goalkeepers this season? Big up to everybody watching. Big up to all 8 of you. Kevin Fraser saying champions of Europe. We know what you are. We know what we are, bro. It's all good. It's all good. All good, bro. We're all broke every so often. C1 just running Reece James prop because these people are shameless on Friday evenings apparently.
Yeah,
fair enough. Big
I
up
like
to you.
that agenda, bro.
I just
keep going, C1.
Our agendas never rest, man. I swear.
Hey, this is a good agenda, bro. For once, we're actually backing our player, bro. You know what? We'll take it. We'll take it.
It just makes me want to slander my own players. Just
oh, dear Lord, yeah. He's woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, guys. So not too many compliments towards our players, even though it's a report card.
Bro, it's 2 p.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. So yeah, I've been up for a long time.
Fair enough, fair enough. Now, bro, I'm actually happy with our keepers, bro. I think they've done actually pretty damn well. Mendy's definitely been a superstar for us. I'll definitely give him a 10. And you know what? I'll give Kepa a 10 too at this point because when he's been required to be there for us, I think he's done pretty decent for us. And I think he's won 2 penalty shootouts in a row for us. And so why am I going to complain, man? Good times ahead. We're doing well. We're still top of the table. We're still in every competition. Life is good.
100%.
Zeke, how do you feel?
I'll pretty much echo what you guys said about Mendy. I'll give him a 10. I'll come with a 9 for Kepa though because I expected him to have clean sheets. Nonetheless, like the fact that he could like come, like help us coming victorious in 2 penalty shootouts gives him a 9 for me.
Fair enough.
That's fair. Wait, we can't hear you, Pia. Anybody want to tell this brother we can't hear
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah,
I muted
telling us about.
I just checked, and apparently they're going
It's
live.
Friday, then.
I hate you guys. I should have just skipped this one. I actually don't like the people I do the stream with. So anyone in the comments, if you guys want to replace Mohammed, his spot is open.
What the heck, man?
Bro, you
Can't believe it,
spot, bro.
Getting replaced live on stream. You know, you could have at least just done this on the DMs, bro. What kind of madness is this?
Bro, you don't even respond. You're freaking out here drafting tweets and not replying to the group chat.
God damn, what you mean, bro? I wasn't the one replying.
No, bitch. We clearly going to start at 10 p.m. and we start at 10:05 because you're late ass.
Hey, look, at least here, when I'm advertising the stream, I'm very honest and upfront. Guys, we're never on time. If you're on time, that's on you.
But the thing is, we could be on time. You're not on time. It's not we're never on time. You're not.
Hey, sometimes. Don't say all the time. Hey.
Random question. Guys, at any point you have any Chelsea-related questions, just throw them in. Because truthfully, I don't feel like going over all 30 members of our team.
It doesn't have to be all fake, man.
Our GOAT Champions League player, Drogba. Actually, I don't even know if that's true. Let me think about this.
Yep. For me, I'm not gonna lie. Drogba goes, man.
Yeah, I'll have Drogba.
It has to be Drogba, bro. Like that. Honestly, when he celebrates the knee slides, everything, bro. Anytime he did his Drogba celebrations, yeah, bro, I was on my knees, just crying, bro.
Yeah, check or Drogba, probably Drogba, if I'm honest.
Let's go back to rating, please.
Let's go back. Oh,
yeah, he wants.
You're so interested. Look at this guy. Look at this guy over here trying to run things.
All right.
Look at this guy.
All right, who we go next?
We don't need to do Bettinelli, so we can switch to defense.
Oh hell no! Yeah. Let's not go to Bettinelli, guys.
The only reason we talk about him because this man in the top left wanted to see him play a game.
Couldn't believe it.
Big up to you, Noah. I would say it's good to be back, but I have to talk to Mohammed, so it's not. But all right. I mean, shit. Honestly, guys, we're all gonna have the same answers. That's my problem with this.
Let's not do it as individuals. Let's do it by positions. So, like, you know, in terms of like the whole.
Everyone is good except the fuckers up front. Pretty much. That's my report card.
Yeah.
Everyone's good. People up front. I'm looking at you sideways. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair way to actually put it. To be honest with you.
Backline, I'll give him a 9 as well. Backline.
Bro, everyone is cool except the people in the front.
Back to the middle is fine.
Actually, we cannot say that everybody's doing good. Like the wing backs, like we only have 2 out of 4 who are like performing.
Okay, but the other 2 are Atsby and Alonso. So like, what? What did we expect?
Look, I'm gonna say this now. In Aspie, I have nothing against you, my friend. You know, you're reaching your ages. You've played in God knows how many positions. I love you and I respect what you've done. But let's be frankly honest, guys. Reece James is on the form of his life. Hey, like you, it is what it is. I'm not gonna say too much on that one. Alonso, yeah, man. The sooner he's gone, the better, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't get triggered. Don't get triggered. You're 30.
No, I won't get triggered today, but he's 32. But hey, I'm just saying. The sooner he's gone for my club, the better, man. I don't want to ever rely on him.
Big up to my guy Black Diamond saying like, share, and subscribe. Support the quality channel as you get expert breakdowns, match reviews, and banter and analysis on a weekly basis. Yes, my guy. Big up to you. I will see you
Big
later
up to you,
for
bro.
the NBA stream. I'm gonna throw in some unprovoked Laker slander as I often do while I watch the Steve
For no reason. Yeah.
Oh, look at these guys. Look at them.
It's so unnecessary, man. Honestly, why would you do that?
I mean, Peter and unnecessary things goes along, bro.
Hey, you guys are acting like I can't just remove you from the stream. You know I can do that.
I'm glad you got power, man. And as we were saying, let's carry on.
Mohammed. The fuck? You guys hear this guy? Unbelievable. This man talking like he wasn't late.
Luke, you had a whole week you had a whole week of a vacation, yeah, and then we're out here grinding for work and ish, yeah, and then
Shut up,
bro.
Shut up. I said I proposed
Go on,
you just
Mohammed.
cancel the Burnley preview, and you're like, no, we have to do it. And then look, we dropped points. So you guys tried to move on without me, and look what happened to the team.
What do you mean?
Maybe I'm integral here.
This has to be the biggest reach I have ever seen my entire life. Man said the team drew because we done a stream.
Facts. Everything was fine until I left. Hey, you know what? When Drake said, "Where were you when the dogs needed help?" That was you guys when I wasn't here. It's all
Man,
good,
look, where were you when the team needed you, bro? You went anywhere, even like the time.
On vacation, nigga. I was clearly on vacation. I told you this. You knew where I was. Hey, fuck you, Russell Westbrook Hyde, founder, member of One, bitch over there. You're like 2 hours away you're 2 hours away and 4 Malibu sits from being in like 40 people's DMs. Don't do this.
You know what? Forget the vacations, man. Let's actually prop up the people that have been carrying us, guys. Because not
you, late nigga. What is this?
No, I'm talking about the Chelsea Football Club, man. Don't worry about me, man. I'm not carrying the team. I'm just here to be a player.
All right, cool.
It's fun to be part of this. You know, that's the way I look at it. You know, like when you go to PE and they pick you last, and you're just like, hey, at least they picked me, bro. They had to, but hey, they picked me. Thank God.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can't relate. It's probably a personal, anecdotal thing.
It is what it is, bro. I'll take it, man. It is what it is. At least
everybody watching, if you're still watching, like the thing. I know they're doing a Pro Club stream. If anybody is tapped into the Pro Club stream at all, let me know. Are we getting clapped? Because I'm honestly curious.
Wait a goddamn minute. They're doing a Pro Club stream as we're doing this stream.
Yes.
Wow, that's mad. I hope they lose. Anyways, carry on.
Yeah.
Hey, Mo, did you know?
Mo, go on Sarcasm City. Open a YouTube tab. There's 2 lives on this channel.
Mo,
hey, look at these Lakers fans getting sensitive in the chat. LeBron doesn't know you.
Hey, Peter. Assemble your team. Face against our Pro Club team.
Bro, you're trash. I already know you're trash. I've never even seen you play.
No. There's a reason you haven't seen him play, innit? Let's put it that way.
Wow, Mohammed.
It is what it is, bro. He's bad. He's bad at FIFA games, man. It is what it is. He knows the deal.
Hey, Mohammed just came to show up late and slander everybody. This is beautiful, guys.
You know what?
You know what this is, guys? This is Ballers the Bridge on international break. This is what we do.
I really, really want to prop up our team, man. We started with Reece James. Let's start with Reece James. Yeah, Reece James, you are absolutely incredible, man. I absolutely adore you, man. I'm so happy you won Goal of the Month. I'm so happy that you're proving critics wrong. I'm so happy that rival fans are now like shaking on their flipping feet. Like, let them shake, man. I told people this guy. He's just getting started. He will continue to cook. He will continue to score. And you know what? Everyone that was telling me, yo, Reece James, he can't get past his man and he doesn't cross the ball anymore or he doesn't even take shots anymore. Man, this past month has been pretty much like, it's a pancake to your face type of day, bro, because the guy's been doing everything he said he wouldn't do or isn't doing or looks like he won't be able to do. What a day. What a flipping day, man. I'm so happy.
So, guys, full disclosure, I have my phone propped up against my laptop, and I'm watching the Pro Club stream on that. So,
unbelievable.
Part of me hopes we get collabed.
Yeah. No, I hope they're getting clapped, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, but look up to you, Nippin. All right, fair enough.
No, Nippin, big up to you, brother. Boo to you for two. Anyway.
See, when I'm ignoring you because you're just slandering Giannis. Like, I don't even like Giannis. I call him run and dunk man more than anybody. But anyways, we're praising Reece James.
Yeah, man.
Apparently.
Reece James is a boss. He's a tank. He's a speed man. He's a goal scorer. He's everything.
Man. He's built like a mini fridge. But I feel
Reece James was monster.
Why are you calling him a mini fridge? Hey, you're supposed to be propping up.
No, I'll tell you what.
No, you guys don't lie. He's hella like rectangular. Don't lie. He looks like a Minecraft character. Don't do this.
Wait a goddamn minute, bro.
Don't do this.
I know you woke up at 5 a.m., but I said prop up the player. I called him a mini fridge. What the hell?
Bro, you know how people call McGuire a fridge? Reece James is the mini version, but he's like more mobile. Like, like.
Wow, he just called one of a player Minecraft, bro.
Yeah, this is getting
bro, he looks like a Minecraft character. Anyways, he's good. Like, nothing.
All right, that is still disrespectful. I can't.
All right, Zeke, over to you, brother, man. What did you think of Reece James? Because this brother is clearly struggling with the word propping.
Nah, I think Reece has been sick, bro. I just think he's hella rectangular, bro. He's just not agile. I wish he was.
Yo, just prop up the player. No.
Shit, like it was supposed to be
Guys, like the stream. I can't see how many likes are. My phone's in the way.
We just flamed one
18.
Like
the stream.
Like the stream. Personally, I think Reece improved a lot. I had my reserve on him before the season at this position, especially, but he showed me that actually he's the one. I would say that he's actually the one who like transitioned like the best to that position from like a fullback to a wingback. And I'm impressed, man. And another thing is that he's very young, so sky is the limit. If we're being honest.
Zeke.
Yeah,
I'm being told that you have a serial killer voice, but I'm sure you've heard this before.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
Nah, don't work on it, bro. It is what it is, man.
Reece James is brilliant. If he remains injury-free, he would be legendary. Imagine Reece James in a Pep team. Bro, we could just have Pep be our manager, but that will never happen.
I look forward to it, man. Who's the next player we're propping up, guys?
I'll stop being unintentionally mean. I don't want to go one by one, man.
No, it doesn't have to be 1-on-1. Just we're picking randomly. What player are we propping up? We
basically everybody's cool except the forwards.
No. Let's not do it like this, man. Let's prop up players.
You got Kovacic, Ross Barkley. You got.
Hey, look at this proper Chelsea.
No, he snuck Barkley inside. Like
no. I saw that coming. Fatur, I swear to God, don't make me catch you at games, yeah? No way you're doing this on my flipping presence. No flipping way, bro. I refuse. Bro, no.
Hey, Mohammed, this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. You got it.
I said pick out specifically players. Man listed out players. I was with him as he was listing out players. Then Barkley just entered out of nowhere. No. You do not sneak him in, bro.
Barkley. Barkley.
Oh my God.
This is just as bad as me having to listen to Marcos Alonso chants at games, and I know he's playing bad. No. Oh my word. I cannot take it, man. I cannot take it.
Okay, if you guys don't want to do like individual, okay, let's do this. Like, where do we go from here?
Yes. I would much rather do this question because, I talk about how good our team is all the time. I don't want to talk about like Ross Barkley and them, man.
I just want to say, based on your current and how many minutes have we done? Almost 19 minutes of stream that we've done. And if what you just did is called you popping up the team, God help us on this face.
bro, he looks like a Minecraft character. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God!
He doubled down like that. That's the crazy part. He's doubling down.
Oh my goodness! Before we go to what Zeke has said, and where we go from here, let's prop up Thomas Tuchel, man. Manager of the month. It's beautiful, guys. 4 games played in the month of October. We've only conceded 1 goal, and I'm trying to remember how many goals we scored, but there was
14. We conceded 1 because Ben Chilwell had a brain fart.
And
he did.
Different.
I can't like he did it. I can't even defend that.
He did. He hacked Livermento for no reason.
You done well.
It was so unnecessary. We were 6-on-2 in the box, and he just hacked him.
Unnecessary to say he's a brain fart. That's a bit.
It was,
Bro, a brain fart can happen to even the best of players, bro. It happens.
bro. It was crazy. I was watching on stream. I was like, wait, what? I don't know.
Honestly, when we were in the stadium, it looked ridiculous. Like I could not, for the life of me, understand why he tackled.
Bro, it was so unnecessary. I would feel him. Fuck, we scored. We're winning. Damn.
They scored. They fucking hell.
Yeah, they scored 1-0. 5 minutes into this Pro Clubs game. I think we're in Division 6. So guys, if you want to double tab and just watch them on mute, go ahead and do that. That would actually probably help the views and the likes and all that good shit. But no, yeah, it did look ridiculous. But nah, Mohammed, I hear you. We've conceded once. We scored a bunch. We played pretty well in the month of October.
Yeah.
It's important to note the Burnley game does not fall within the parameters of October. So we're not discussing that, guys. So before you're like, but you drew last week. It was like fucking November 7th.
Yeah.
All right, you nerds. So like, doesn't count.
No,
but yeah, nah, we played well in the month of October. It is good to see Tuchel getting recognition. Honestly, I don't care that much that he won the award. I just more so care that we got 12 points out of 12 in the month.
Yeah.
And it's good. Like usually if you get the points, you'll get the award. It's typically how it works.
Yeah.
But nah, man, I mean, our team is looking better. It's difficult because we had like a bunch of forward players also missing. So it was kind of patchwork by Tuchel. And he really had to like earn his money and like earn his respect, to keep us like moving forward and moving in a positive direction. So that was good. I learned a lot about the team. It confirmed some things I already felt. So I'm happy with where we're going in terms of like that aspect. And I feel I have no questions over like Tuchel or no like doubts. If we don't get to where we want to be, I don't think he's going to be the main issue. I'll put it that way.
Oh yeah. And I'm looking. I'm waiting to see how we do, like in that December month, where like he'll be like the fixture will be congested. I'm trying to see how serious our players are.
100%.
Do you think, obviously, like circumstantial wise, we've been obviously forced into the situation where we're playing without Werner, where we're playing without Lukaku, without Kovacic, and obviously we've had niggling injuries here and there. Mason Mount obviously has been absent for quite a while as well now.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that even though we've had to kind of use more of our squad depth to kind of deal with this period of fixtures, do you think that's going to serve us well in terms of rather than waiting until December when fixtures are congested and it's only starting to play the players then, we've kind of had to be forced into embed them into the team now. So when we are using them during the December month, do you think we're just going to get a better performance overall from whoever steps up?
We're 2-0 up. Fuck. But yeah.
Wait, Ryan scores a good goal though, apparently.
Fuck Ryan. All right. Fuck Ryan when it comes to programs. That man is a black hole for the ball. The ball goes into him. You don't know where it's going to end up, but you know it's not going to be at your feet.
Dear Lord.
It's bad. But nah. So honestly, I hear you. The argument you're making, right? Like it serves our depth well, knowing that they've been used and relied upon in pressure moments and they've come through.
Yeah.
We are inevitably going to have to rotate. It should stand to reason that they would slot in easier. I also think it's important to look at our fixtures for the festive period.
Yeah.
They're pretty manageable. So we're also afforded the luxury, I feel like, to rotate. And we've shown that we can do it already. So when that period comes, I'm expecting it to be more business as usual. I know we've fallen apart in many a December before. I know this.
Yeah.
Like I do pay attention, guys, contrary to popular belief. But I don't think it's going to happen this time. I just don't get that feeling.
You should be all right. It's just that injuries, isn't it? That's only my concern. We should be like 100% fully healthy.
Injuries are fine as long as you don't get 4 or 5 injuries at the same position, like how we did. That's how we ended up with Ross Barkley playing minutes. Like that's not preferred.
I mean, we're forgetting also, like we ended up in that situation, that Brentford game where Rudiger was absent and you had, I believe, somebody else absent, so South had to end up playing. And
Rudiger was absent, Thiago Silva was absent as well.
Yeah, and that in itself wasn't easy for us either. And
Reece James wasn't fit, I think.
Yeah. So there are certain things that I think we've dealt really well with that on paper, honestly speaking, like, I mean, as I was going to the match and I found out the line,
game on, it's 2-1. Come on.
I can't believe it. We're literally against the team.
That's crazy.
Oh my goodness. No, honestly, I think when I saw Malang Sarr like playing for us against the Brentford game, I was like, God help him today, because generally speaking, the one thing I was afraid of is any player that is lacking in height not playing that match. I was like, yo, please, for the love of God, help him out. And somehow he managed it through. I think that was probably one of his more impressive performances. Not to say that he was, out of this world and got everything correct, but generally speaking, I thought he did a lot better than I expected. The last sort of fixture that I've seen him in, I wasn't as impressed with him because I felt him and Alonso struggled with the press of Southampton. And it's to be expected. I can't lie. There's no way I didn't expect them both to struggle with that aspect.
Anyway, anybody playing behind Alonso, it's mission impossible, like immediately. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah. And it's the little mistakes, the little intricacies that teams just can't get wrong. And if you do, you end up conceding goals to teams that are a bit more like, we will take our chances.
3-1. Oh my God, we're actually playing. I think Cam scored. All right, I'll cheer that one. Cams is my right side friend.
Yo, no. Big up to Cams. We like Cams.
Big up Cams. Big up Cams. That's my guy. The rest of you, though,
the less you questionable.
But yeah, guys, 15 of you watching, if you haven't liked the stream already, please go ahead and do that. Continue getting your questions in. There's a few.
There was one from Jess, the Spurs fan. Big up to you, brother.
Hey, fuck you, Jess. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, fuck the Thunder too. No. Unless they're playing the Lakers, and big up to the Thunder.
Wow.
Oh, there's the question. Yep.
Yes.
Ooh, who wants to start this one?
I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
Havertz has been underwhelming, but at the same time, he's a kid. Well, he's not a kid. He's a young player, and playing as a false nine is different than playing behind a striker. And we had a period of the season where we had to rely on him. I think he would have been dropped if we had other people to play, but we really didn't. So I think maybe if he gets a break and comes back in the team, he'll play better. But I'm not as upset about Kai Havertz as most people are.
That's fair.
Yeah, like if I could say something is that obviously I understand that the fact that he's not banging like goals at this position might frustrate, but if we look at the other larger picture, he's like helping players around him like a lot. I think that all the games like he started as false nine, we scored, like we went like on a high scoring spree. Yeah, I understand that we played Norwich and Malmo during that time, but still he still helped. And another thing is that I think he's just like 21 or 22, so we have to be patient with him. He's gonna be inconsistent at least for like this season or like maybe even the next one. We have to be patient. Yes, he didn't like show as much as we would have liked him to do, but I think he's improving and like transitioning as well.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm pretty much. I mean, for me, I've said on multiple different things, whether that's Twitter Spaces, whether that's on our friends' podcast and that we did earlier this week, me and Peter. And I just think we have an overreaction to these types of things. When the reality of it is, just because we spent 72 mil or whatever we spent on him, doesn't mean the player is free of errors. That doesn't mean that the player doesn't have to go through a flipping development stage. Doesn't mean that the player isn't going to have ups and downs whilst playing for the team. The fact of the matter is, when you look at our team, we have a team that is full of young players. So you have to understand, with that comes growing pains. This is just part of it. Havertz has not been horrible. He's not been a train crash. He's not somebody that you need to give up on. He's just been slightly off the pace sometimes, and he's sometimes made the wrong decisions. And surprisingly to me, he's not finished chances that I generally do expect him to finish. So I do acknowledge what we're seeing is something that sometimes, wow, something that's not easy on the eye. But even then, I urge anybody that is watching him, that is a fan of the club, that is a fan of the players that we have, drop your agendas in these types of moments and just trying to understand that these players are human. They have this. But yeah, Peter can be a dick if he wants to. But regardless, I'm just letting you know now that
Oh, they hit the bar. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, guys.
nice or good. And but yeah, for me, I feel patient, and I'm going to be patient with habits, including other players in the team, because I understand their age, and I don't let money blind me, and I'm not going to allow myself to get frustrated as long as the team is doing well. And the fact that Peter's already said the one like underlying issue that we have is injuries. If we had other players fit, he would have been dropped based on merit because he's not doing what he's supposed to do on that pitch consistent, nor completely correctly. But unfortunately, we're in a position where we have to stick with the players that we start with. And if you're asking me, I feel like these are the moments that players need to get themselves out of rather than just dropping them sometimes. Let them get it sorted out on the pitch. But yeah, go for it for two.
But also, don't you think that also Havertz has this tendency that also had a slow start to the season, and then the second season, the second half of the season, like he picked up straight away, then straight banging like last season. Don't you think that as well, though? Because he always does have a slow start though for Kai Havertz.
I mean, it could be that, or it could be a lot of things, right? Like we don't know exactly why we may not be able to point exactly to one reason why he's struggling. Like just for me, like yeah, I kind of understand like being frustrated in general at our attacking players. I do get it, right? And I get frustrated sometimes, but like there's usually context to why people are struggling, you know? So for me, it's like, yeah, it's 4-1. We're going to win this game. This team is trash. For me, no one else was there to play. We needed him. Like when I saw Ross Barkley starting, you could be as mad as you want, but like he's like 7th or 8th choice. Like what the fuck? Obviously, like that sucks. That's a unique scenario. Like it happens. But people are acting like, oh, like we're not going to do X, Y, and Z because he's not playing well. It's like, no, that's not necessarily true. Like we have a deep enough squad. Tuchel's proven he's able to find solutions.
Yeah.
So it's really like, for me, it just doesn't really make sense as to like why people are overreacting. It's like we'll figure it out. Black Diamond saying he's the pragmatic type of play doesn't suit him. Bro, that could be it. Like it could just be like a stylistic thing. It's just too much of a square peg in a round hole. Like it may not fit. Like, and that might be the end of it. But like at the same time, it's on the management and the structure at the club to try and get the assets they buy for big money to fit. It's on them to an extent.
Yeah,
it's what Tuchel's doing, like achieving success that plays a system that seemingly doesn't fit so many of our players, is very unprecedented, right? Like, because you see it when we drop points. People want to hate on the way Tuchel does things, and people want to criticize him. The willingness is there. They're just most of the time, the results and the performances are there, so people really can't say shit. You know what I mean? And if Havertz is a casualty of Tuchel building a system to deliver short and medium-term success, then that would be a damn shame. But like, hey, I mean, we've seen it at the club before, you know? You just don't tend to shake up such a successful foundation to fit in the odd player necessarily, you know? And Black Diamond, you're saying it. Tuchel didn't purchase him. And that's true. So, like, for me, can I get mad at Thomas Tuchel if Kai Havertz doesn't work out? I guess kind of, but like, if we're winning, am I really going to be that pissed? No, I'm not.
I just think this is a thing not just towards Chelsea, but Premier League in general. We just need to all do a better job at recognizing the players we're targeting and the players that we end up signing, and what sort of system that they're going to play for under, but also what sort of manager they're playing under, and are those things complementary of each other? Because far too often what tends to happen is exactly what we tend to see in the Premier League and all the time. Players are being called a flop after playing 4 games, 5 games, which is ridiculous if you ask me. Players' talents just doesn't disappear because, suddenly they've forgotten how to play football. That's not how this ish works. Any time that a player plays in a system that doesn't best suit his ability or doesn't use him to his best attributes, what you're going to find is that there are going to be moments where the play just doesn't look like the same type of play you've been watching the whole time. So ask yourself, is it just because of the system? Sometimes it's also even further than that. Like this is a whole different ass league. In the Bundesliga, I think if a lot of you that tend to watch it, you might recognize there's obviously a high defense line there. The league is nowhere near as physical as this league is. So all of these things are contributing factors because I'll I'll say this right now against Burnley. I don't think Havertz would have started. He's not the most physical player, and that's a physical ass team. So I would have been of the opinion that if Thomas Tuchel had an option to start a Lukaku would have been the preferred option in this type of game because it would have suited his attributes better. Now, if you're out here just watching different types of games and you're just looking at specific things because that's what you want to criticize about him, I mean, all you're going to end up seeing is the stuff that you end up looking for because you're far too busy trying to be proven right in your own criticism of the player rather than actually looking at the overall picture with an open eye. And I think that's not just the Havertz thing. That's any player that I could name you: Mason Mount, Shaw, Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Jorginho, Kante. Like there's many players that I just think when people want to see a specific sort of issue that they want to say they are right about, that's all you're going to look at in every game. You're going to find eventually that situation just so that you can be like, yeah, I was right in saying this. That shouldn't be the case.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. It sounds like confirmation bias to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's generally what I think it is. And so what's the question here? Oh, but
Yeah. I wanted to put this up. I think the assumption he could be, I think that's overly simplistic, right? Like that's ignoring context.
Yep.
Depends what it looks like. And I just think like it's truly not for me to, off the top of my head, I would say no. I would just say no, just with how he's gotten the team to gel. If for whatever reason we fall short in everything, which I don't expect to happen, but if he did for whatever reason, I don't think he would get sacked. I don't think so. It's also like, is there a better alternative within reach of Chelsea Football Club right now? If there is, if we can fail upwards into a better manager, then yes, I'm down. But I don't think we can. So, no, like why? For me, it's like we could have got better than Lampard. So it's like, why are we so loyal to this? Like, can we get better than Tuchel? Is he actually doing a poor job? If the answer is no and no, then he shouldn't go anywhere. It really should be that simple.
Yeah. What it also really starts with as well is this is a league where when success comes, people are waiting for your downfall. And he's under the spotlight for that now. He's won a Champions League when nobody expected him to. And I'm not saying this is just specifically from Chelsea fans. I think the media as a whole, as well as rival fans, are going to be looking very closely at Thomas Tuchel and waiting for him to fail so that they can point out something that they really wanted to say but can't say now because the Champions League is something he's delivered in such a short period. But he's also been very dominant for us. He's put us in a position where all we've done is actually get two players in Lukaku and Saul, and we have somehow looked even more stronger, more consistent than we've ever been. And if this carries on, we're going to have titles at the end of the season. There's no doubt about it. But at the end of the day, you also have to look at it from a different perspective, which is Chelsea have not been a team that has contended for a title in at least 5 years. So if he puts us in a position where we're contending respectably, that in itself is a context that has to be taken into reasoning here. And we can't just fire. If you can't get better is one thing. If you can't get a better manager, but let's be honest, if he's actually made progress with the team that we have, why would we be firing him?
Yeah. No, I agree. Right. I agree with that.
There's no upgrade on Tuchel, if we're being honest right now, like on the market. So,
dude, Ole's going to be in the market soon. We could get him.
There's only one manager that for me, if we lost Thomas Tuchel, I'll be accepting of us getting him, and that would be Ten Hag. I rate Ten Hag really highly.
Yeah.
Oh, good question. These are the kind of questions we need people in the comments. This sort of free thinking is the stuff that we come here for. Jose, Conte, Tuchel, who do you think played the most attractive footy and who was the most pragmatic? Might be a bit unpopular for most people.
Instagram audio.
What is this guy doing?
For two, I don't understand, bro.
Nothing this guy does makes any sense. He's fantastic.
Took himself off the camera like that changes what we just said.
Patrol, I can see you're the one who just went on mute, bro. I know it was you. This might make a few people uncomfortable in the chat, but I think we actually played the most attractive football under Tuchel, and I think Jose was the most pragmatic of the three of these. I firmly believe it.
I agree 100%.
That's my opinion. I think Conte is more leaning towards pragmatic than attractive, but he's not what Jose was in his time here.
But do you guys think that pragmatic should only mean like defensive football? Like maybe.
Zeke, are you drowning?
Zeke, you're blocking the mic.
Zeke, swim to the surface, my brother.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that for me. I was saying that for me. Like,
are you all right, bro? Are you good? Are you like on Uber Eats or something?
Yeah, I think he's on the phone. Anyway,
why does this happen? This only happens to him. No one else has shit like this happen during these streams.
Like being pragmatic for me is like being close as possible as to what you think is the best football. So I might get it wrong, but like for me, Tuchel in his way is pragmatic as well. So for me, like it will be like Tuchel for both questions.
Interesting.
I just think for Jose, there was a period of time in the title win, the second one, the third one technically.
Yeah,
when he came around.
Yeah.
We didn't win a league game by more than one goal for like 8 months.
Yeah, I hear that.
You know how crazy that is? I remember like after we went to Spurs on New Year's Day and got clapped by Harry Kane. I just remember
that.
Mourinho was never the same.
Yeah. I would say definitely Jose is the one that is the most pragmatic out of the three. Conte, exactly what Peter said, more towards the pragmatic side, but I think when he gets the right setup with the right players and he gets it going, he can be much more.
The thing is with Conte, I've seen him like hit teams with a sledgehammer. He even did that at Chelsea like quite a few times.
Yeah,
we would just go at teams, and then when he sensed he couldn't, we would just immediately like concede like initiative. You know, he could definitely swing either way, and it does depend on who's at his disposal. But like even when like towards the end of Jose's prime, and even when he was out of his prime, even when he had superior teams on a relatively even playing field, he was leaning towards pragmatism.
100%. So for me, the second season with Chelsea with Conte, and specifically the second half of that season, was disgusting. I could not stand it, and that was.
I still hate that man. I still hate him.
To me, that football that I watched was at points even worse than what I'd experienced with Mourinho. I don't know how else to put it.
100%.
I absolutely despised what I saw on the pitch. It made me just, oh my God, man. Just taking myself back to it. Emotionally, there's no way I could handle a manager like that again. So it's like Thomas Tuchel for me is somebody that I think is very much misunderstood. He's very much misunderstood because people are far too easily looking at a starting formation and then a back three and coming to a generalized statement about it being pragmatic. And if you were smart enough to understand, actually, hell no, like that's not actually the case. If you watch his teams very closely, and I'm not just talking about Chelsea here, you look at PSG, you look at Dortmund, you look at Mainz, you'll understand that this guy is a very fluid manager. What he starts with isn't necessarily what he ends with in a game. When a player plays in a certain position, they are much more allowed freedom to roam and actually do stuff that is more expressive on the pitch, that allows the team to gain certain advantages at different phases of a game. If you look at it from that perspective, there's no way you'd come to the conclusion with Tuchel that he's a pragmatic manager or a defensive coach or terrorist football or whatever you want to call it at this point. Any of those things for me are very, very generalized statements that show that you don't know what you're watching, and you're far too easy to just judge a manager because you see certain familiarities that you think of other managers with, and you just put it in the same sort of category, and it couldn't be further from the truth.
You know what it is, Mohammed?
Mm,
If you look at Chelsea, if you watch Chelsea, actually, there are only like I would say two players who don't like move a lot from their position. It's like the sweeper in like the back three and Mendy. If like bar these two, if you look at the others,
yeah,
everyone moves. Like if you look at Rudiger's heat map, he has a midfielder heat map, not
yeah,
a center back.
Yeah,
So,
the guy's a
like
monster, though. Zeke. He's a
yeah,
monster.
exactly. And so like when you hear people saying back five, oh he's defensive and stuff, that just shows that you don't watch the game, or like maybe you don't understand it.
yeah.
It's unfortunate, isn't it, that we have to let him go, though. At the end of the day, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's weird because again, like Don is talking about Mourinho's first spell with Chelsea. No, I was there for it, bro. I watched all those games too. But again, I think people forget that team was full of players that were really like suited to what Mourinho wanted. But you have to also remember the competitiveness of the league was very different. So we could dominate games physically, we could dominate games tactically, we could dominate games with the individual quality that we had. So when you look back on it, yes, it does look very good for the time that it was. But when you compare it to today's football, let's be frankly honest. Like, where if you could go back in the day, point me out a team like Brighton, who's tactically flexible, like they are, with the quality of plays that they have, and with the type of manager that they have, and can cause big teams with big budgets the problems that they do. There's not one team I can think of. I watched football back in the day, and I'll be honest with you, I only worried about the big teams. Anybody else, it was case closed. We dropped points, but it would have been always just, yeah, we got counted and we effed up on that day. But when you look at football in the modern day of what it is today, money is, everyone looks at money and says, money is the real reason why teams can succeed. No, good coaching can honestly undo that stuff. It's whether that coaching and players that these teams develop, can they keep a hold of them? And most of the time, the answer is no, they can't. They will get taken away by bigger teams with bigger budgets. And unfortunately, that's where the inconsistency starts to happen, because those teams then have to rebuild and go through these rebuilds constantly, because they understand that that's what their level is, unfortunately for them.
Abdallah saying Havertz has more iconic moments in the Champions League than many other players in the Prem. Bro, I don't even necessarily agree with that, but I feel you, I guess. The real question, you bring back one ex-Chelsea player from the past to play in this current team.
Ooh.
Prime Hazard, easy. All the problems are solved.
Easy.
Prime Hazard and
Yeah.
Drogba.
Prime Hazard, easy. All the creative issues in the final third gone.
Yeah.
Easy. Solution, we could just put him off the left.
But we also had
everyone else we want to play off the left. Doesn't matter. We'd win everything.
Yeah, like pair him like with Lukaku and Hudson-Odoi, and like with feasting guys.
Prime Hazard, easy question. I hear everybody saying Drogba or Lampard. That's cute. But we have Lukaku and we have good center mids.
Yeah, like what?
Like Hazard has a position in this team he can go straight into, and he can win.
Yeah.
Josh, I'm not sitting in a box. I'm sitting in my living room, bro. I just towards the the table's against the wall, so yeah, I mean, the door's over there. No, it is a room. I mean, I guess it's a box-shaped room if you want to go that far.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
No, yeah. Hazard for this question. Mohammed, what do you say?
Yeah, bro, easy. It's the easiest answer that I could have ever given, man. Hazard is the best player I've ever had the privilege of watching as long as I have at Chelsea Football Club. And honestly, I would take him back even now in a heartbeat, because I feel like we could fix him.
Facts. I say this like, oh, he's not fit. I'm like, guys, look at our players we have there now. Like, at least Hazard was fit when he was here.
Yeah. And I feel like we would have a point to prove, so he would actually show up with an intention of playing, man. I love Hazard. I don't know how else to put it, guys. If you're going to tell me, do I have a bias? This is the most bias you will ever hear me, man. Anything to do with Hazard, guys, I'm fighting somebody, bro.
But the thing is, like, I'm not even looking at it from an emotional perspective. Just everything we talk about with the issues in our team, he solves all of them in his prime.
100. Bro, I was begging for years, saying, please surround him with players of the same caliber, man. Begging Chelsea, just please, for the love of God, he will not go anywhere if we do that. And eventually, when he left, I couldn't even blame him. I just said to him, you served us for so long,
Yeah.
under the circumstances you've had to, done so well, and honestly, I have never watched a player play the way he has for Chelsea Football Club. Like, there's no other way to, like, the fact that I've had the privilege of watching him for 7 seasons like that, I'll never forget it. That's what he's a player that
Jez, no amount of Hazard fat jokes is going to give Spurs trophies. So just keep going, my brother. But I see you in the comments.
That's so disrespectful.
No amount of guys.
You're
let me just say this: any rivals or
Joe,
neutrals in
man.
the chat, no amount of Hazard slander is going to make your team any better. Nobody said shit when he was here.
Facts.
No one said anything to the king when he was here. Everybody started
Yeah,
fixing
like
him
you
out
guys
when he
waited
left.
for him to leave.
All right, so if you
before-
guys want to talk stuff now, cool. You can have it. I'll give you it. But for the 7 seasons he was here, no one said anything.
Yeah, also just to let you know, talk to us when you find Dele Ali in it, because I'm still looking for that guy.
Hey, Dele put fake braids on. He got extensions and shit, and his form died. And now he's looking like a League One player again. It's crazy.
And also, you're keeping a player hostage, yeah. So let's talk less about your club right now.
Yeah, what is this, Jez? You got Harry Kane saying "I miss you" to Pep in the tunnel and shit.
Yeah, Harry Kane's the one start padding for England just a couple hours ago, but he moved.
This guy trying to get in some England content. We will not discuss international football on this channel.
No, I hate that. I hate England, bro. And Southgate, the whole lot.
International football is a concept.
Yeah.
Football's coming home again.
I can't stand. No, for me, it's just Gareth Southgate, man. As long as he's manager, I can't watch that team.
Bro, stop.
Bro,
All right, guys,
you
you
have 2
have to
years.
stop
You have 2
Mohammed
years.
before he
Anyway,
writes about Southgate.
I have a question for you, lot. I have a question for you, lot.
Oh God.
So here's the question. This is in regards to Antonio Rudiger's contract situation.
8-minute warning, by the way, people. 8-minute warning.
Cool. Antonio Rudiger's contract situation with Chelsea. What are your thoughts? What would you like the solution to be? And if the solution is the worst case scenario, who would you like his replacement to be?
Okay, I fully feel Rudiger. With whatever he wants, pay him. I'm at that point.
Okay.
I fully feel him. I understand. What I'd like to happen, I would like him to extend his contract at whatever wage he wants, because I think he's earned it. What do I think is going to happen? That's not going to fucking happen. So now that we have to look a season plus down the line, shit, I have to find like a center back, preferably left-footed, or somebody who can at least use his left foot. Somebody that would come and play for us. Shit, I don't really. I mean, Koundé's not left-footed, and he plays in the right.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, we can always move Chalobah over if he takes the next step, I guess.
Even though he's not left-footed, yeah.
Yeah, he's not left-footed, but we can move him over. Sarcasm City Pro Club is down 2-0. Let's go. Jez, you slandered Hazard. You know what you did. Fuck you and your team and the Thunder.
God damn.
City. You only got a basketball team because of a hurricane, and your football team doesn't win anything, so enjoy it. But shit. I guess I don't know. There's not really like for like replacement, but I don't think Rudiger is going to extend, and I feel him.
Yeah,
I will not say a bad word about him if he goes.
Yeah. To answer that, personally, I think that we are at a point like it's what it is, because I had a great hope that he extend, but like what I've read lately is not going in that direction. So like Peter, I don't think that we have like the right to like say anything negative about him, because what he showcased lately is he's been top class, and I personally think that we should pay him for the simple reason that I've been scanning like top teams center backs. I don't see anyone who's like an improvement on Rudiger for the same wages, like the like in the bracket of 200K a week. And most likely, I think, like Peter, that he'll walk away. But for the replacement, I think he'll be either Delict or like someone like Bastoni, like a younger version. and someone we would need to develop. And that's another point that pisses me off with Rudiger is that we basically like developed him a bit, and like now that he's about to enter his prime, we cannot even like take advantage of that, and we're gonna let him walk for free. So we're gonna do the same for like his replacement, and I hope we don't do the same mistake.
Yeah, I I pretty much have to agree with you guys. It's a weird situation because it's not a situation that I anticipated us being in the first place. But then you look back through time and you can see the way we've treated him has not been particularly ideal, we've now put ourselves in a position where the leverage is more on his side, and he's able to demand what he demands. And I think he's fair to demand it. Like when you look at what he's earning in comparison to some of the players that out earn him, it's ridiculous. That's why I'm not even being that judgmental with the situation. I think a lot of people are all of a sudden very interested in ages of players. And I'm like, well, if you want to win, guys, you can't go all a young team because you guys are not even willing to wait to develop players. So this makes no sense. We need a player that is about to enter his prime and has been absolutely fantastic for us in our system. You want to keep your best players, not get rid of them and not start coming up to these logical madness that you might think makes sense because apparently from a financial point of view, oh, we shouldn't be held hostage by his wage demands. But I'm like, that makes no sense. The Ligt is going to demand at least 250, and we're going to probably have to pay at least 60 mil to sign him. So I'm like,
the leaked is on 280k a week, by the way. Sorry.
Say again?
He's on 280.
He's on 280.
Yeah, 280k a week.
Wow. Well, there you go. I don't know if that's euros or pounds, but regardless, that lets us know what we need to know. And I think for me, like if we had to go find a replacement for him, it's going to be very difficult. But there's one player that so far that is a left-footed player. He's Spanish, plays for Villarreal. Pau Torres is the guy that I've been looking at. But again, he doesn't possess the same speed that Rudiger does. And that in itself could be an issue. So it's, again, having to take a risk on a player like that. He's 24 years old, but I think he's performing at a level that I feel is very acceptable for us, and he's very good on the ball as well. So again, we're putting ourselves in a position where it's time we start having uncomfortable conversations about what is the right thing to do at Chelsea going forward. And at the end of the day, I do feel like we've kind of put ourselves in a tough place right now where we are more than likely going to lose him. And if we do, people can disrespect him, but I don't blame him.
But guys, even like if we talk about like overall like if even if we talk like bar the quality, when we talk about leadership, we're losing a leader, and I don't think like bringing on like a young player like is helping the team at all. So I would say that maybe replacing with two players then, but I won't lie to you guys. I don't know, and I'm baffled with what we're doing with the center backs because Christensen is another case as well for another day. But yeah, he's an issue as well. Carry on, guys.
Yes or no answer. Do you think a front three of Loftus-Cheek, Kai, and Lukaku could win the league? No.
No.
Absolutely not.
No, I don't. I don't think Ruben's functioned well in a front three at anything outside of youth level. So no, I'd like to see him deeper.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if Fatu's alive, but we'll say no for him.
I don't know what happened to that man. Favorite Chelsea player? D-Star's going with Zola. I'm going with Czech.
And Hazard.
Yeah, Hazard as well.
I'm going to say Fator says Marcos Alonso. All right. But yeah, guys, we are doing we're doing a short edition. We had to move it up earlier because I actually have some shit to go do. This has been International Break Week, guys. We will come back next week and we will do a Leicester preview, I guess. Yeah, that's what we're playing.
Yep.
We'll do like a Leicester Juve kind of thing. And we'll do that, and we will get back to regularly scheduled business. We just didn't want to leave you in limbo for a week. So big up to everybody who's hanging out. Big up to all the members and the mods in the chat, all you guys doing your thing. We got up to 25 likes, which is about 15 likes more than thought we were going to get in this stream. And we've managed to talk your ear off for almost an hour. So you guys know where to find me. I don't need to say too much. Zeke, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter like usual. The handle is there. You can find me every week here and in spaces, and sometimes on watch alongs. Carry on, guys.
All right, Mohammed, where can we find you?
Yep, you can also find me on Twitter at Mohammed Idle. You can find me here every Friday, 11 o'clock is the usual time. Not today, but yeah, that's it for me.
All right, guys, you can find Fator and I on the Sarcasm City Twitch doing a Bulls and Warriors NBA watch along in approximately 4 hours. Any more information, you can catch us over there, guys. Remember, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. Also, follow us on the Twitch, subscribe, and get involved if you want to as well. The membership option should be there on the YouTube page. All that good stuff, guys. We'll be back next Friday. Look out for more upcoming content. The other regularly scheduled shows should be back soon. Stay blessed, guys. Enjoy your international break. Find a new hobby. Go outside. Whatever you got to do to keep yourself entertained, go ahead and do that. But until then, we are going to sign off. Everybody, enjoy your weekend. Fuck the Thunder, Jez, and fuck the Lakers as well. So catch you guys.
Fuck the Thunder. Love Lakers, guys. Big up.
Love and peace.
All right. All right.